Sign up to the SBR Network and use your free daily bet points to earn real-world prizes. Click on the page and start winning now.
Welcome to SBRForum.com's continuing coverage of March Madness. In this video, we're going to take a look at the East region, give you a rundown, take a look at how this bracket is going to break down, and give you a projection of who I think is going to be the team that represents this region in the Final Four. Now, this this region is loaded. There's a lot of talented teams that could come out of here. You obviously got Virginia at the top. You got Villanova. You got Michigan State, who's everyone's sweetheart right now. And then you got a North Carolina team that went to Michigan State earlier this year and won. So there's a lot of quality teams here. You also got a Cincinnati team that has some potential if their defense can carry them. So I think there's a lot of sort of landmines and a lot of tricky teams that are here. But to me, what it really breaks down to is I like Iowa State here, and here's why. You take a look at the bracket and how it breaks down. Iowa State has the ability to dodge Virginia and Michigan State and North Carolina for a while. On their side of the bracket, they might have to bump into Villanova. Now, Villanova is definitely a highly ranked team at number 2, but as we've talked about in other videos, as you've heard, I'm sure on ESPN and in the SBRForum.com forums, Villanova is probably one of the most overseeded teams in the NCAA tournament in like the last 5 or 10 years. This is a team that is coming off a loss in the conference tournament to Seton Hall, a team that's not, very good. And then you take a look at Villanova going against quality teams this year. They also haven't been very good. All their losses have been to pretty good teams. So Iowa State, to me, is a team that's on the rise. They look fantastic in their Big 12 tournament. Contrasting to Villanova, they look so bad in their conference tournament. Iowa State was the opposite. They took care of Oklahoma State. They took care of Kansas. They took care of Baylor, who's red hot. Those are all NCAA tournament teams that they beat, and pretty good teams at that. So Iowa State looks fantastic to me. This is a team that's built for a long tournament run. They got the Big 12 Player of the Year in Melvin Ejim. They got plenty of balance with DeAndre Kane in the backcourt, good bench, and good pedigree on this team. So I think Iowa State is capable. And again, you got to look at the matchups. If Michigan State was on this side, swapping with Iowa State, I'd probably say Michigan State. But, Michigan State is on the other side. They have to play Virginia. That's going to be a tough matchup for either side. That's a coin flip. Iowa State will get to face one of those teams after they beat up on each other. And that's, of course, if North Carolina doesn't come into play. UNC, I think they could be a sleeper potential, but I don't think it's really going to happen for them. You take a look at their high points in the season. Yeah, they can beat Louisville. They can win at Michigan State. They've also had some really low points. It's a team that doesn't really play consistently enough on the inside. I'd like to see more from James Michael McAdoo, but he obviously does not, perform as consistently, and he doesn't really have as much help on the inside. So that really leads to North Carolina being inconsistent. And I can't trust them to beat teams like Virginia, to beat teams like Michigan State when push comes to shove. So on that side of the bracket, things are really tough. I think Iowa State gets a cakewalk, or a pretty easy walk, until the Elite Eight. And then, of course, I think they beat whoever comes out of the top half of the bracket, the region, and takes care of business to get to the Final Four. That's my rundown of the East region. What's yours? Give us your thoughts in the comments. Let us know what you like. Tweet us. We want to hear as many picks as possible, because that's what the NCAA tournament is about. Everybody's got a bracket. Thanks for watching this video right here on SBRForum.com. We got picks on all the individual games in the East region, as well as every region too, so make sure you check out those videos. Other than that, we'll catch up with you again soon. Thanks for watching.